One country is now home to more people than any other on earth. It buys discounted oil from Russia, runs joint military drills with the United States, trades heavily with China, even while their soldiers clash on the frozen border. Every great power is courting it at once, and it has refused to belong to any of them. This is the story of the world's swing power. First, the geography. India occupies a subcontinent, a wedge of land thrust south into the Indian Ocean, walled off to the north by the highest mountains on earth. To the northwest lies Pakistan. To the northeast, across the Himalayas, lies China. Its weight in the world rests on scale. India now has the largest population of any country, more than 1.4 billion people. It has one of the fastest growing major economies. It sits astride the Indian Ocean shipping lanes that carry energy from the Gulf to East Asia. It is a nuclear-armed state, and it has, by some counts, one of the largest militaries on the planet. No grand strategy for Asia can be written without it. Now, why India matters more now than ever? Three things have changed. First, the rivalry between the United States and China. As that contest hardens, both sides are searching for partners, and India is the largest unattached power in the contested region. Second, the war in Ukraine. When Western markets closed to Russian oil, India became one of its biggest buyers, purchasing crude at a discount and refusing Western pressure to stop. Third, India's own border with China. High in the Himalayas, Indian and Chinese troops have clashed repeatedly, sometimes with deadly fighting, over a frontier that has never been fully agreed. India's answer to all of this is a doctrine. New Delhi calls it strategic autonomy. In plain terms, India will partner with everyone and submit to no one. You can see it in the contradictions. India trains and exercises with the United States, Japan, and Australia in a grouping called the Quad, widely seen as a check on China. Yet India also sits in blocks alongside Russia and China themselves. It buys advanced weapons from Moscow and from Washington both. It condemns neither side outright. For India, permanent alignment is a trap. Flexibility is the strategy. So the great powers compete to court it. The United States offers India advanced technology, defense cooperation, and a central role in supply chains designed to reduce dependence on China. Russia offers something different. Decades of weapons partnership, cheap energy, and a long history of standing with India when the West did not. China offers the deepest trade ties of all, even as it remains India's most serious rival. India takes from each discounted Russian oil, American technology, Chinese goods, and it gives in return no exclusive loyalty to anyone. Its size is what lets it get away with it. Three forces now sit over India's position. One, the limits of neutrality. If the rivalry between the great powers sharpens into open conflict, the space to stand apart narrows. At some point, a swing power may be forced to swing. Two, the border with China. As long as that frontier stays unsettled, India and China remain rivals first and trading partners second. Three, the demographic clock. India's enormous young population could power decades of growth, or, without enough jobs, become a strain. The country's weight in the world depends on which. India is not choosing a side. That is the point. It is the largest power the world has left that belongs to no camp. And in an age of hardening blocks, that makes it the most courted nation on earth. The century's balance may not be set in Washington or Beijing. It may be set by which way one enormous, unattached country decides to lean. That was India, briefly. Subscribe to World Briefly for more focused explainers on the next regional story that matters.